Happy Eid Kabir to everyone. So, Instructor Savior, can you start the class now?
So, good evening, everyone. So, um, last class, but I remember clearly, you can see my screen. I believe you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay. So let's continue. Okay, in the last class, we were dealing on Numpy, and we did a whole lot of things. We dealt on two dimension of array and everything there. So more about array today. We're going to start. We're going to look at how we can add two different type of arrays, because if there's a definition of an array, if one array, then we can add two arrays together. So we'll learn how to do that. Right, then we'll try to compare two arrays together. We'll try to convert vertical arrays to horizontal arrays. First thing we're looking at this night, or the first thing we're looking at today is, define an array. An array is equals to this np dot array np.array 1 2 3 1 2 3. Or let me change this into an alphabet. A. So b will be equals to np. This is an array. I want to use it for an example for explanation. Four, 5 6. So it's running. Okay. Name np is not defined. Let me run everything. Let me run everything from the beginning. Good. If you notice the previous time when I ran, it gave me an error. But this time you notice that it's giving me a tick. The reason is because I needed to go and run from the beginning all over for us to have that result. I believe you are following. So what I want to look at here, I want us to look at here is how we can add um how we can add two arrays together. So this is an arithmetic work that we can do with array. So you can say np dot add. As you start writing, whenever you're writing and what you are writing is correct, you notice that it will come out like this. So that is what we have. So np dot add. So write a comma b. You have noticed, you see now that it has added it has added these two arrays and given us this result. We can do the same thing. We can do the same thing. Can do the same thing for if we change this to divide. Let's see. Divide. You see, it has divided. We can still go further. If we change this to multiply, so these are one of the ways you can use to. This is one of the ways you can use for your array, arithmetic, general arithmetic progression, and stuff like that. The last time we met, I spoke a little about it and stuff like that. So the next thing we're looking at is comparison of an array. Comparison of an array. Now I want to compare um the first and the second array. And to do this, I will say A equal equals to B. Let's see. Okay. So who can tell me the reason why it gave us false, false, false as our answer? I need somebody to speak. Please, who can tell me, who can explain why we're having a false? Mrs. Abigail, can you explain?
So if you say what I heard last was we wanted to compare the array A and B. Yeah, but
Okay,
so I'm wondering when you write the code, you just wrote A. I can't see what A. Then there's something between B, A and B. I can't see what that is.
okay, this is equal to, but I wrote it twice. Equal to B.
Okay, A
So
equal
now,
equal.
yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay,
And it gave us a
Miss
false, false,
Mrs.
false value
Abigail,
as our phrase.
instructor, save you a minute. Mrs. Abigail,
yes, sir.
okay, remember when we want to assign a variable, we use a single equal to, right?
Yes, sir.
So now, if you want to perform the re equal to, you have to make it two for the system to know that you are you want to equalize the two
Both of them.
both of them. Okay, so when you
Yes.
use one equal to, it means that you are assigning a variable. When you use two, it means that you are equalizing them. Okay,
Okay,
Instructor
sir.
Sebe, you can continue.
Oh, I'm battling with network problems here. Like I couldn't hear the last thing you said.
So can you guys hear me? Abigail, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
I think Instructor Savior is having network issue. Okay, let me kick him out so that he can rejoin.
All right, sir.
Hello?
Instructor Savior, can you hear us?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
you are having network issue before. Hello.
Yes.
So you can continue the class. Okay.
Okay. I don't know why network is so disturbing this evening. Okay, let's continue. So okay, I was trying to explain the comparison method. And so if you want to compare, that is what you do. Is equals to that, and you have it true. So the next thing we'll be looking at is I want us to see how we can convert our vertical from our vertical array to horizontal array. For instance, um, you want to write a vertical array. Come here. So let us give an example of a vertical array. An example of that, write it in the both horizontal. So this time we're going to make use of a two-dimensional array. Let's say C is equals to um, NP NP dot array. Remember how we learned how to write two-dimensional arrays yesterday? Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So this is our two-dimensional array. Okay. I think Miss Abigail wanted to do a thumbs up. I think that's what she wanted to do.
No, sir, I wanted to ask a question, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, what did you now do that made it give us true, false, false?
Oh, okay. Now this was what I did. I said initially what we were having here was a 4 in this place. Just what if I change this one to 4 now? If I change this B to 4, now we are going to have, and I run this last instruction or this last code. Okay, that's not it, this one. You see, it has turned to false again. False, false, false. But for it to be true, it means that this one, the comparison has to go work together. That was what I did that I had.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Now it has changed to true. So okay. So you can change the shape of your array. You can change the shape of your array. If you are having it to be in horizontal, you can change it to vertical, like that, as the case may be. And how do we do this? How do you change from one to another? There's a function called um if you want to, like what we have written now is in the horizontal plane. It's in the horizontal plane. If we use the dot horizontal stack, it will convert it to the horizontal when it's in the vertical. But if you use the dot vertical stack, you dot vertical stack, that's v stack, you have it to be in the vertical direction. Now what am I saying? Let's practicalize it. For instance, I say np dot v stack. Look at it there. And then I input c. Let's see what we have. Good, good. C.
Okay, I think instructor say we are having network issue. He will come back. Okay, let's wait for a few minutes for instructor Savior to rejoin. Okay. So our instructor stopped at stack. So we have the horizontal and the vertical stack. So since instructor Savior is having network issue, so I'm going to continue with from where he stopped. So I'm going to declare a first variable, which is a is equal to, then I will say mp array and 1 comma 2 3. Okay, this is our first array, and the second array will be b is equal to array mp dot array. Then I'm going to choose another variable, another digit instead of the previous one. So I'm going to choose one, 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6. Now, remember, why this guy is showing me an error is that I have not imported my Numpy. Okay, that's why it's showing me an error. So I have to import. I'm going to say import Numpy as mp. So I have to run this guy. Automatically everything is being sorted out, right? So I'm running our variables now. So this is the variable we just run, and um, let's see both of them. Let's see our a and our a, and let's see our b. So this is our b. Then we are going to see the horizontal stack, how we are going to create the horizontal stack. For us to create the horizontal stack, we have to do it like this: mp dot hs stack. Okay, now we have to also use two brackets. The first bracket we is the where is a part where we import the parameters, and the parameter, remember, we are having the horizontal. We want to convert these items, list of items, to horizontal. For us to do it, we have to use another bracket to combine them together so that they can be on this on a horizontal um, stack. So this is how we do it, and we are going to run it now. This is how they are now arrayed in an horizontal stack. I believe you've seen what I've done, Abigail.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's see the vertical stack. And for us to perform the vertical stack, we are going to do it like this: mp dot v stack. Now, the v stack will automatically turn everything to the vertical format. You see the horizontal stack, arrange it in a straight line, and the vertical have to create it in a row and column, right? Hello, 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 Abigail. Hello, Abigail. Hello, Abigail. I believe you understand what I have done. Hello.
Yes, I'm here with you, sir. I can
Okay.
hear you, sir. Yes, sir.
Like you were having network issue. So then we are going to see how we can perform some uh, tasks in array, and we are going to see. I don't know if instructor Sylvia have taught you guys about dimension, how to index a dimension.
No, sir.
Okay, now it's still the same way to index, still the same way to index. So now let's see, let's index. Let me copy this. Now let me copy the and I will run a tab. I will run it in a separate tab. Now I'm going to rename it to indx. Now meaning that we have already changed the variable name to index. Now I'm going to run it now. Now we want to index. We are going to index using the forward and the forward indexing. We are going to say indx. Then we use our square bracket. Then the forward, from the forward we have 0, 1, 2. So we want to index 2. Let's see. Now this is 2. This is 2. We have already indexed it. It came out this way because I did not attach the print. I did not attach the print. That's why it came out this way. Let's see. Let me attach it like this. And let's see. Let's see this. Okay, did you see it? It came out too. So still the same way we index in our string. So we are going to look for the backward. So let's see from the backward. Now look at it from the backward, it gave us 3. This is how we can index. Now let's see how we can perform some tasks like the square root, the square root, the square, cosine, and all. I don't know if it taught you guys about the square root, square, and the tan, theta, and all. Hello, Abigail. Abigail.
Yes, yes, I can hear you, sir.
The instructor Savior taught you guys about the tan, square root, and sine.
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, now let's perform some square roots and how to look for the square roots. So remember, this is our index variable we created. Now let's see how we can perform some square root. We want to square all the index we have here. Now for us to perform it, we are going to say square. Hello, welcome, Instructor Savior.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, I didn't even know I was logged out. I was busy teaching. Oh my God, it's serious.
So you were having network issue, okay? And
Yes.
so let me continue with the class so that you can continue with pandas, okay? Let me round up with this, okay?
All right.
MP. Now we want to perform some square root. We are going to say MP dot the square root, the square. Let's use the square first. Now we are going to run it, and this is how it squared everything. Look at our variable, the square root of 1. Let me just copy this so that we should not be confused. Let me paste it here. So let me paste it here. Now I'm going to rename it to 2. So that now, so the square root of 1 is 1. The square of 1 is 1, the square of 2 is 4, and the square of 3 is 9. So this is how we perform the square of these arrays. So we want to see the square roots. Now for us to perform square roots, we are going to use SQT. So I'm going to change this to SQT, and SQT will produce the square roots of, so SQT ROT will produce the square root. Now this is the square root of every number, every digit here. So we can also look out for cos. This, we are also going to look for cos, and this is cos. It gave us a cos value, and we can also look out for sine. It will give us the sine, and we can also perform some like tan. So this is tan. It gave us the tan values and all. So we can also look out for, let's say, sine. So this is the sine. So I believe we have an idea concerning how we can perform some uh, uh, array conversion to sine, cosine, and all. So we are going to move forward and see how we can um, perform some other tasks. So I also taught you about indexing an array, how we can index. So I want you to note that the purpose of using Numpy is to perform some
Live streaming is on.
numerical computation. So numerical computation is important in data analysis. It is important in data analysis. So you have to have this idea of what I have just performed for you. And also, I want to tell you that this with this, it will help you a lot. Okay, now let me introduce you to shape, how you can shape an array. Remember, we converted so remember we convert this to horizontal, right? We converted it to horizontal. So let me not confuse you. So I'll copy this again, and I'll create a new tab. I'll create a new tab here, and I'll paste it. Now we want to see we want to see uh, how we can perform uh, some tasks like reshape. We want to reshape an array. So I'm going to create a two-dimensional array, and I'm going to name it as 2dim. Okay, 2dim. Now let's see. Okay, I'm coming to 2dim. Okay, we can remember our variable rule, so we cannot start with numbers. So I made mistake and with numbers. So I'm writing it now with dim2. Dim2. Now I've created a two-dimensional array. Now I'm going to see our dim2. Now this is our dim2, and this dim2 we can reshape. To reshape it, now let me show you how you can reshape. Now we want to use a method called shape. Now I'm going to call the dim 2, and then I'm going to attach the shape. Now the shape, if you see the shape, it will give us the roll and the column. Now let's reshape it. Let's see how we can reshape. Now coming, let's reshape. We are going to hello, hello. You want to speak? You can speak.
Sir, please, I am not very clear how we got to that Dim 2 dot shape, how we came about the
O-
2 and 3.
Okay, you did not. Okay, now where did you stop? So where did you stop?
We created a two-dimensional array.
Okay. Now this is a two-dimensional array we created, and I said I want to show you how we can shape and reshape a two-dimensional array. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we first of all look out for the shape dim2 dot shape, and it gave us a two-dimensional array, two two row and three column, like this, two row like this and three columns,
Okay,
one,
now I
two, three.
understand.
Look at it. This is it, row 2, and this is the column. So this is
Yes,
how we created to save our shape. Now we want to reshape it. For us to reshape it, we have to put our values. We have to call our variable name, which is dim2 dot reshape. Then our dim2, we have to give it the shape we want to shape it to. Now for we want to shape it to 3 by 2 instead of 2 by 3. We want to shape it to 3 by 2. Now let's give it a shape of 3 by 2. Now we have given it a shape of 3 by 2. I believe you got this right.
yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we can reshape, um, in Numpy. So that is all. I believe that is all for Numpy. Okay, now let me teach you how you can look for the size. Now let's see the size. We can check for the size like this, and let me draw a new tab. Then we can say dot size. Now this size will give us what it contains, and look at it very well. It gave us 6. The size is 6. We have 6 items, right? Hello. We have 6 items in this array, right, Abigail? Abigail. So can you hear me, Abigail? Hello, Abigail. So I believe network is really disturbing. So Savior, Savior, hello, Savior.
Hello,
You were mute. Okay. And Abigail, can you hear me?
hello.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Because I
Yes,
see that
yes,
some of
yes.
I can hear
okay,
you, sir. I can hear you, sir.
okay. Now, Abigail, did you see how we got this size of the array we created, the two-dimensional array, the size?
Let me quickly look at it. I'm just coming back, sir.
Okay, I know that you were having some network issues. Today, network was really bad.
Yes, sir. I can see, sir.
Okay, now this is how we can create the two dimension, how we can check for the size and also create for two-dimensional array, reshape and all. So we are going to create start from pandas. So we are done with Numpy. So instructor Savior will continue with the class and introduce us to pandas, and which is the last part of data analysis. Now we want to start analyzing data with pandas. So I want you to uh, prepare yourself now, and also we have like Monday to also complete this class, then your project will be shared to you. Okay,
Yes. Yes,
Mrs.
sir.
Abigail, can you hear me? Hello, Mrs. Abigail. I don't know if he's in class. Okay, Savior,
Sir?
as soon as Mrs. Abigail responds, kindly start from pandas. Okay, I'm done with no, we are done with Numpy.
Okay. Um, Miss Abigail, are you in class? Oh, I don't know. Maybe she's having some issues. Sir, I don't know
Okay, you can
if
start sharing your screen before you can
um
start sharing your screen so that
my
before you
laptop
rejoin.
went off. Currently, I'm using my phone actually.
Okay, and wow. So we are going to continue from here on our next class on Monday. So good night.
Are you still there? Hello, hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Miss Abigail.
The network is really funny this evening.
Okay, you know what happened? Can we
Um,
continue on Monday? Let's continue on Monday
okay, no
because
problem.
I also had some night issues in my side, and my laptop is currently off. Is my phone that
Okay,
I'm using to log in. So what will happen is we'll continue on Monday from here.
okay, no